Alright, so you guys have been asking me to do a day in the life video, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. So yeah, I usually wake up around 6 or 7 a.m. every day. This is my bed. It's not made. It's actually 2 king-size beds put together. That way I can have more room. So then I start to head downstairs, and then I remember, wait, what am I doing? I have an elevator in my house. I don't have to take the stairs. Just kidding. I actually don't use this elevator that much, but you guys seem to think it was cool, so I'm going to take it for this video. So then I head downstairs, and usually someone on my staff has made some coffee. So then I'll pour me a glass. It's usually just regular black coffee, although I do usually add 1 or 2 sweet and lows just to make it kind of taste a little bit better. And then I go sit on my balcony and drink my coffee and try to get woken up. And so then by this point, usually my dogs are getting kind of hungry, so I'll go feed them. This one right here is Gigabyte. He likes to eat very fast, which is why we have to give him a slow feeder so that way he doesn't get sick. And then this is Meg. She dumps her food on the floor before she eats it because that's just how she is. And then usually it doesn't take too long for Gig to realize that he can just steal her food, and so he'll start to do that. And so then after I feed them, I'll give him a treat.
Assis.
So yeah, I give them commands in French. Those of you who know, assis is sit in French. And then from here, I hop in the shower and start getting ready for the day.
All right, so this is where you guys are probably most used to seeing me. My hair is very wet right now. I just got out of the shower. Usually when I'm on camera here, I'm wearing a hat, but it's whatever right now. So yeah, usually this is where I do my shorts editing. This is actually the short I was editing for yesterday about a video about Prim. It actually wasn't that complex of a short here. You guys can see only a couple tracks and stuff. 2 shorts a day keeps the brokenness away, you know? One of my keys to staying rich.
Also, I forgot to mention this, but this is usually the time in the morning where I sit and chat with my Discord server. So if you're in my Discord server, you're probably used to seeing me around this time. If you're not, you should join because you could probably talk to me around this time. Also, whenever I'm editing, I like to have a YouTube video going. So today I'm going to watch some Hikaru while I edit these shorts. And you guys might actually find this interesting. Usually you hear me say so today on a lot of shorts, but here's me doing it in real time, recording the voiceover.
So today me and Sarah were the last 2 people in this reload custom, and I was just messing with her because we all know she's very bad at the game. And after I let her get the win, I invited her to my lobby, and this is what she had to say.
So then I usually spend about 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours editing these shorts. It's not really a lot of work, but I think people don't know how many like micro cuts I have to make sure everything is like snappy and fast. With shorts, you have to really try to keep people's attention, so you can't have like a lot of breaths or a lot of like dull moments. And so I have to be really picky about when I'm cutting the footage, what I want to keep, what I want to get rid of, etc., etc.
All right, so the shorts are edited, so you guys will see these later today, most likely.
And then from here, I get them scheduled for the day, set the time that I want them posted. And then from here, this is usually when I eat breakfast. Try to eat something light for breakfast. I find that when I eat something very big for breakfast, it makes me lazy all day. And then from there, I take all my supplements that I take every day, which is a lot of supplements. You know, I'm an unk, so I really got to look out for my health. But I will say, taking all my supplements and vitamins and everything like that, it makes me feel really good, and I feel like I'm more productive when I do. So then from here, I take about an hour or 2 to plan out all the content I'm going to do for the day. I find that the easiest way to come up with ideas is to look through the Fortnite category and see what everybody else is doing and maybe try to put my own spin on it. And then as I come up with ideas, I write them down. That way I know what I'm going to record with Sarah for the day.
All right, so this is my Corvette. As you guys know, I never really get the chance to drive it. Normally around this time where I'm waiting for Sarah to wake up, I would be recording intros for videos or things that I don't really need her for. However, I let my mom borrow the car, and yeah, I guess she went mudding with it or something because it's covered in mud now. So yeah, we're going to try to get this bad boy cleaned up. Alright, now we're gonna get this mud off. Get it nice and cleaned up. Look at there, she's already looking better. Okay, there we go. It's looking much better. I don't have time to give it a full clean, but it'll do for now. Also, I don't really know if you guys care or not, but this is what the inside looks like. Kind of feels like you're riding in a rocket ship sometimes. But yeah, it's a pretty nice car. I wish I got to drive it more often.
So then I got a text from the hunters that hunt on my property saying that they might have seen someone. So then I did what I had to do. I went and grabbed a gun, and then I took a little trip into the woods to see if I could find them. And to be honest, you know, I get camera alerts and they notify me of stuff all the time. And usually it's not a big deal, but you know, you can never be too safe. So I actually did drive out here, and these woods go deep, deep, deep. Like I own a lot of land. It's actually kind of sad because I don't get to stay out here as much as I want to. You know, usually I'm always inside editing videos for you guys. But one day when I get like Prem level rich, I'm just gonna spend all my days riding ATVs through the woods and the trails and all that sort of stuff because it really is fun. It's nice to get out in nature and things like that. Either way, finally I reached the spot where they said that they might have seen someone, and so I decided to take a look.
I should really go outside more often. It's kind of peaceful out here. That's either where the hunters stay or where the person has been sleeping.
So then I started heading to the house, and unfortunately I drove through a spider web, and I actually got a spider on my hat, and it kind of freaked me out for a little bit. And I guess my mic that was attached to the hat somehow caught the spider's lunch, so he wasn't very happy about that. And then when I got back to the house, Sarah woke up and we started recording for the day. Vader, do you like Sarah?
Sarah, you are probably the worst Fortnite player I have ever seen. Of all the millions of players that play Fortnite, you are the worst of them all.
I'm like like I'm obsessed with you though.
Do we have to play with this Sarah person? She has a very unique odor that my nose finds quite unfortunate.
What? You can't even smell me though. Why am I crying? This hurts.
Back up. You're getting too close.
All right, guys, so just finished recording with Sarah. Just did a default death run, 325 levels. It's gonna be a video on her channel, so make sure you guys look out for that. Anything you want to add in, Sarah, before I get back to the day in my life?
Everyone go look at my video. My part of my face is in it somewhere.
Oh my god, okay, you're really getting the promo thing down. That's good.
Oh yeah, I have money.
I feel you. By the time you guys are watching this, it's not going to be up yet, but if you're watching this after a couple days, it probably is. So then you should go check it for sure. And then usually after I finish recording for the day, I'll take my pre-workout. If you guys are ever mixing your pre-workout, I find that if you do this up and down motion as you mix it, it does actually make it mix a little bit better. And I think you even get better results from it. And then this is actually one of the few times I genuinely do take the elevator in the house, because if it's leg day, my legs are going to be really sore. I don't want to take the stairs. And I thought it would be cool to do like a little gym session here, but I did not realize how stupid my face looks when I'm squatting. I mean, especially when I start my actual workout with 315, because like I would show you guys the face, but it's just ugh. So anyways, then I finished my workout with a little bit of cardio. You know, it's always good to walk on the treadmill for a little bit. And then of course I take another shower. I know I probably take more showers than any Fortnite YouTuber ever. And then from here, I'll eat my final meal of the day. Usually it's something a little bit larger because I don't really have that much left to do in the day. So this is the part of my day where I usually start getting ready for the next day. So I know I'm going to post this day in the life video tomorrow. So I took a couple thumbnail pictures earlier. So I got to look through and decide which one I want to use for this. These are just some things I took pictures of, and I'm probably gonna give it to my thumbnail guy and let him go from there. I'm thinking of going with like a day in the life of a washed YouTuber, so that's why I'm kind of, you know, I have the alcohol again. You guys seem to like when I did that before. And then I have this shot of me from this morning with the coffee. So and yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and start editing all this together. This is all the footage I got from today. You guys already saw all of this if you've already seen the video, clearly, because you're here. Yeah, this is all the footage from earlier. So I do have an editor, but usually I'll chop all this up, make it nice and clean, and kind of like structure everything the way I want it, because even though the footage is here, I still need to like lay out how I want the video to go. And this video in particular, as you guys have probably seen from the video, had a lot of voiceover, so I'm gonna have to record all of that voiceover. I gotta structure all the footage, and then I'm gonna send it to him for the extra editing and stuff. So yeah, even though it's only 4:19 right now, I'm basically just gonna spend the rest of today from now until probably 6 or 7 getting ready for tomorrow. And then this is my favorite part of the day. This is when I get to go feed my cats and hang out with them for a little bit. This is Tuck. She likes to get up on your shoulders and kind of hang out up there for a little bit. This is Pepper Stepper. She's a very distinguished lady, as you can tell. And this is her sister Void, who really doesn't like people that much, which I can relate. And then we have Big Chonk. He's the biggest cat of them all. He eats the most. As you guys can see, also, they like to knock over their food the same way the dogs do. It kind of just is how it is. So yeah, that's basically everything. I'm very tired right now. I'm gonna add this clip to the end of the video, and then I am going to bed. I probably look like crap. It's been a long day. I have a bunch of other stuff that isn't like YouTube related that I do during a day that I didn't really show, but I think you guys got a good general idea of my life. But yeah, that's basically been my life for the past couple years. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.